We breaking walls down, the legacy is a new season. We crossing lines now, but you know we ain't causing no treasons. We on a new wave, dropping jewels in the man cave. She like the game, so we ran plays. She held it down in the dog days.
Hey everyone, welcome to ManCave with Southside Dre. I know it looks a little different because I'm not Southside. I am the one and only, the lovely Big O. You may know me for 107.3 Jams, but I'm also an upstate local comedian. And I have the utmost pleasure of being able to sit and ask the infamous Southside Dre some of the most intimate, intelligent questions brought from myself and some of the best women I know. Now, we all know Southside Dre from, his Facebook posts. Some people have went to school with him. So to be able to sit in this seat and carry on a wonderful conversation about what he really thinks about life, relationships, and women, whew, it's going to be a segment you will never forget. And I'm the one that's about to deliver it. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I don't know if I'm ready. Nah.
Oh, you might as well get ready, baby, because
look, this is different. It's like the upside down. You watch Stranger Things?
I love Stranger Things.
We're in the upside down now.
Oh, so trading places. You feeling it? You kind of feeling it a little bit.
It's a little pressure. I don't know any of these questions that are about to be
None
asked.
of the questions, and you don't know who sent the questions to me, and I'm not gonna tell you because that's not for your business.
Well, we can talk about that.
No, we ain't gonna talk about it at all,
no,
Southside. Now, that's the thing. Now, you got control when you over here.
Right.
But right now, this is the lovely Big O.
So I got to relinquish. I'm a control freak.
We know.
But I got to relinquish control.
You got to. Because these...
Show. All right, now.
These ManCave questions...
No.
We ready. Yeah. I just need to know, are you ready?
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
You think you're ready? Some of this is a little fire. And we need to let people know this grown folks talk.
It's grown folk talk. But listen, I have a disclaimer. The answers to these questions are mine. They're mine. These do not reflect men everywhere.
This don't reflect men everywhere.
But
it's his.
I believe
okay,
that this is the way that most men feel. They might not say it.
Well, we shall see how most men feel when we get into it.
Okay.
Are you ready to jump into it?
I think I was born for this.
Oh, well, get ready. Because if you weren't born for it, you are now.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
The first question for you is, what was the biggest lesson you learned from a relationship / breakup?
Biggest lesson?
Mm-hmm.
I think, so I got to go to a specific breakup.
Okay.
All right. So I think the biggest thing that I learned from breakups was being able to release people. Right?
Okay.
So, for example, when you break up with somebody or when you on the way to a breakup, you may feel like you don't want to let them go for their purposes. Like you don't want to hurt them, right? You don't want to hurt the person as a guy. So to release somebody from whatever that stronghold is that you guys had was the hardest thing for me to learn. Because sometimes you're in a relationship, right? And the best thing is to let go, right?
Mm.
The best thing is to let go. But sometimes you don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you're not even prepared to let go yet.
Okay, so when you say to release, in this breakup, do you just release from that person or the whole family?
Sometimes when it's over. You know how you know when it's over?
Mm-hmm.
But you still you're
lingering
around.
But do you release from the whole family?
I mean, I think I do eventually. I think most people do eventually. And if you don't, then that can be trouble, most likely for the next relationship.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because it's just the ties. Like for example, I don't believe in like these deep platonic friendships between a man and a woman, or between a man and a woman while a woman's in a relationship or a man is in another relationship. I don't believe in that.
Oh, that's kind of touchy because I have a male best friend that is married and we've never had a romance at all. So why is that?
Because as a man, I believe that and pardon me here, but I
Okay.
believe that most men,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what the relationship is,
Mm-hmm.
a man will be a friend of yours. He'll wait that thing out as long as it takes. But every man, like, if he's attracted to you in any way, he'll smash. Given the opportunity.
I don't agree with
Given the
that.
opportunity, he'll smash. But you got to think about it from the standpoint of the perfect opportunity.
Yeah, but every opportunity or perfect opportunity doesn't mean there's a smash involved.
It doesn't.
It's especially between men and women.
It doesn't. But I just think that the possibility is there for a man. I think women don't understand how. I don't think women understand how men really, really think. At the end of the day.
So you're saying to me that you cannot be friends
Nope.
with a female.
I'm not saying that.
Listen to what I'm saying. You
Okay.
can't be friends with a female, a best friend, and say, for instance, you get married to somebody else. You're going to cut that female off that you have just had, that has just been in the friend zone. You've never had that. You mean tell me you would cut her off?
I'm not going to cut her off, but I am going to probably create some distance.
But, okay, that is true. You can do distance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not a part of my best friend's life every day.
Right.
But at the same time, if it came to me needing something or needing a conversation, we're that cool to the point that I can pick up the phone and call. So you can have that.
Right.
You can have that. You can have that type of relationship with a female.
You can have it. I just think the chances of having it for a man is different.
Okay.
I think the way that the way that we're built, like we're attracted to females so much that even if we're a friend, there's still the opportunity or the chance. If the chance presents itself, we'll do it.
But you're a control freak, so you don't know how to control that?
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do, but I don't think. But I think most. I don't think.
You don't
most
think most men
do.
can? That's fair.
Yeah, I don't think most men can do it. So, yeah, break off that get away from everybody.
So you saying break the family up?
Yeah, I've been in situations.
You done.
Listen,
the whole family done. So that means ain't no cookouts and no
I've been in
fish fries?
situations where you had to, because I mean, sometimes even when I enter into a relationship, I want to know. Like, I don't want to be in a situation to where I'm around the ex dude or the one night stand or whatever it was. I don't want to be around your history in that way and not know, especially and not know.
I don't have no problem with it, because I'm gonna tell you now, your family out barbecuing and fish frying, and they invite the old baby. I'm coming to meet you, your ex, your new, and your old, because I'm here for a plate.
No.
I can't, like, you can't do it. I mean, it's history. We was in the past.
I can't do it, but for me, it's just like, I don't want to be the only person in the room that don't know. That's my problem with it. Now,
don't know what, but you do know.
Okay, so let's say, for example, a woman has a group of friends.
Okay.
Dude meets her. Mm-hmm. And, guys and girls are in this friend group, right? And it just so happened that one of them guys used to deal with her, right?
Okay.
In that friend group. Well, now I'm the new dude, right? I don't want to be around all of them and me being the only person that know that he and her had something before.
But wouldn't that be communication for her to tell you that?
It should be, but it's not always like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not always like that. I just don't want to be the person that feel like, because if I do find out later,
it's a wrap.
Yeah, because I'm in my mind, I'm gonna go back and replay all of those moments and like, this dude was trying to play me. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna walk away?
No, I'm not saying I'll walk away, but it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean?
I think it's communication.
Yeah.
That's something that should be communicated.
You be upfront about it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I do. All right. Next question. Is infidelity a deal breaker, no matter what?
Is discussion for me or?
It's for you.
Absolutely. And infidelity.
Oh, you're going to have to.
Oh, that's easy.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's easy.
So there's no forgiving?
I'll forgive you. I don't have a problem forgiving you.
No, so you forgive me, but it's a one time.
Half a time. So I can't look at you the same.
Why?
Because you gave something that was extremely precious to me away in my mind. Or this is how I look at it. Another unpopular opinion.
Okay, I'm with it.
When a woman steps out on a man, it's usually a little deeper than just boom, boom. It's usually a little deeper than that. She liked this to do that.
Oh, it has to be a connection.
She like him.
Mm-hmm.
So now, as a guy, my ego, and I'm going to flip it in a second, but my ego and pride just won't allow me I can't see her the same. You know what I mean? Like, I'll never see her the same. Laying beside her won't feel the same. And in my mind, indefinitely. Flip side. Let's say, for example, in a million years, I got caught cheating.
Yeah.
I'm the type person that I would leave. If I got caught and she wanted to stay, I'd still leave.
Oh, now this is history in the making, because
Yeah,
I've never
I'd
heard
leave.
that. Why would you leave?
Because, well, first and foremost, just to be serious, I'm not going to allow you to get your lick back. I'm not going to allow you to get your lick back.
So you're not gonna let me? So it's a tick for tat.
No. You're not. I'm not going to stay in this situation for
But
you.
how do you know that's what?
I don't.
That's what I'm saying.
don't.
So you would, if this is somebody that you truly love, because evidently, again, I'm gonna say it, there has to be a communication breakdown as to why the infidelity was even started.
Yeah.
Something on either side went left.
Right.
Okay. So we made a mistake. We stepped out.
Mm-hmm.
We can't come back together and figure it out.
I can't. Not me. I can't. Look, it's like how
Has
I'm
this
made.
happened to you before?
No. I just know me.
So
I just know me.
You ain't been in that love.
I'll tell you another thing, and this go on record. We right here. I've never been broken up with.
So no.
I said it in front of. I'm saying it right here.
I'm looking too, honey.
Let somebody. Excuse me. When I was 12. When I was 12.
What are you talking about? 12.
That's when I was 12.
That don't count.
When I was 12, and I hope she watching. When I was 12, I did get played. Now here's the thing. Do I know that infidelity has occurred? No. Like, it probably has.
So you
know
have been the one to always break up with women?
Yes. Nobody's ever broken up with me.
I don't know if I like the sound of that.
It's wild, ain't it?
Yeah, that's where they do that
It's
at.
wild, ain't it?
So no one just really have
Like, if anything, the worst case scenario was it was a mutual situation where
a mutual situation.
we
Okay,
understood.
I can see that with you.
Well, we understood, like, you know what?
But I also could see
Somebody saying, kick rocks.
I don't know why. I would definitely we're gonna have to go a little deeper into
I mean, I don't know either. I just said I don't know either.
Yeah. So how many serious relationships have you
That's
had?
all I've been in. That's all I've ever, like, I haven't probably spent, since I entered into my first relationship, I probably haven't spent a cold year outside of one. Like, for real. Like, I'm always, and this is not, it's not a brag.
So what is it?
I don't know. It's like, I think I feel good in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? I don't.
You function better in relationships than dating.
It keeps me me grounded. Yeah, it keeps me grounded.
I can get that.
So I don't just, so yeah, I've been in serious relationships for the most part.
Oh, why you?
Yep.
Okay, that's all fairness. Why is romance so hard for men to do?
Why is romance so hard? Is it?
Very hard.
It is. I didn't know it was that hard.
Really?
But if it's hard, it's intentional, mostly, I think. If it's hard for a man to be romantic, he's just not trying.
Do you feel like it has to be something emotional for a man to be romantic?
It just has to be, some type of catalyst for him to do so. So men are usually moving in a way that says, I want something, so let me go get it. Like, you know what I mean? We are hunters. So if a man wants a fish, he got to get a rod. He got to go get it.
More like predators.
I know. Can't we just be hunters?
I'm just saying.
Come on now, we ain't got to be
like
predators.
But
yeah, a man ultimately he's gonna pursue things in that way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, for example, I had a conversation with my bro one time, and we was just at the grocery store, right? And the way he moved, I seen a chick, I was like, dang, she fine, you know what I'm saying? Grocery store, keep that in mind. In my mind, she's shopping, she ain't thinking about no dude. She just going along, you know what I mean? But see, my bro, he don't care about nothing, right? So what he told me was, and I had just got to Atlanta at the time, what he told me was, he said, hey, go compliment her. Go compliment her hair. Go say something. My response was, well, what if I don't feel that? What if I don't actually like her hair or whatever it is? He said, just say it anyway. Because that's what women like to hear. So being romantic ain't hard for no guy.
So if for you,
Mhm.
going back to you, what would be a romantic outing for you?
Ooh, that could be A to Z. Like, what do you mean? Like,
If you had to plan a romantic evening,
mhm.
what would that be? What would that look like?
I think I already said this before, but I'll say it again. For me, it would be because I know women like restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
You love them, but I would put a little twist on it, and I would find something new, or find something that she's never done. You know, an experience. You know, for a
That's the
restaurant.
key word. I think
Experience.
restaurants are cliche.
Yeah,
I think it's all
It's
about the experience.
right. So I would, but when I combine those two, like I said, well, I'll say this: if I'm trying to get to a woman, like if
Mhm.
this is not a woman that I'm already with, if I'm trying to date her or get to know her or pursue her in that way, then that is something that I would do. I would find a restaurant, a wine, a dessert experience, because honestly, that's what people like to do. Like at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
to socialize, so we can sit something that's whatever it is. It just needs to be us. We need to be the only people in the room, whether or not we are or not. Like, I need to create a situation to where we're the only people there, so we zone out. Phone. When I go out, I don't touch my phone. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, so you one of those?
yeah. When I'm out, because I'm locked into you. I'm locked into you. Like whatever it is we got going on, I'm just locked into that. Time ceases to exist. Outside world, gone.
That's very rare. And it's very rare.
Mhm.
I know you're looking at me like it's crazy, but it's very rare that you would have a man that wants to go out and turn his phone either off or put the phone away,
Yeah.
because that's what the society has really made dating like, is social media
Right.
and phones.
That's facts.
That's basically it.
That's facts.
So to hear that you take the time,
I forget about it.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like it's not something that I force myself to do. But I'm here. Like if we here, we here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
the experience, you heard that Southside Dre experience. And he said he want to bring something new and different.
You know.
Phone down. I'm gonna make it put your phone down.
And I'll be creative. Like I'm gonna try to be creative.
Yeah,
You know, for whatever it is.
Of course,
You know what I mean?
it was just the mere fact that you
But-
said the experience.
Yeah, that's the
because that's mainly what women are looking for. Something different, something new. The experience. Because I can go out to eat with my friends all day, every day. But what is it if we're dating that makes you different?
right. That's the
Besides
nucleus.
taking me to
Mhm.
Outback, or
No. But yeah, but we can go to Outback
we can go to Outback.
and
I
have
like Outback.
and have an amazing time,
Yeah,
because we're gonna go to Outback and get lost.
Oh.
They won't even know we. You know what I mean?
That's the point. I think, and I don't know, for women, they don't have to be Outback. Some
Yeah.
women are not like that.
Yeah.
It's just about the person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now that I know that. So your next question is, why is it
Mhm.
that men talk down to women who are working, have their own, handling their business, and simply enjoying life as a single woman? Is it because men are intimidated by a woman having her own?
Probably about 2.5, 3 months ago, I would answer that question no. But I think it is that
Really?
men. I think certain men are intimidated by women that have their own. But there is a sidebar to that as well.
Elaborate on that for me.
I think certain men are intimidated by women who have their own thing, because they want to be that person. You know what I mean?
Is it because they want to feel needed?
Yeah. Yes. And and a lot of guys feel like that's what they bring to the table, whatever those particular things are. Like, if I don't have that, then, what's my purpose? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in today's climate, women are wearing that jacket a little too heavy, in my opinion. Like, for example, I can't stand when a person hit me with the accomplishments.
What do you mean the accomplishment?
Like, for example, if I meet you and we having drinks at the bar,
Mhm.
you know, if everything that we, you know, what I mean, if all of the conversations about your degrees, your promotions, and your job and your car and all of the things that you've, you know, obtained, that's not interesting because that's not you.
Right.
That's not you.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I think that's the flip side of it. Now, yes, guys are, because I mean, you got to think that's a lot of weight for a guy to feel like, dang. Because ultimately, if you look at it, boy, y'all don't cave up, bro. Like on some, over these last 20 years.
But do you feel like we've had to do that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You've had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And women have had to take certain roles on, not because they wanted to necessarily, and that's where we drop the ball. Absolutely. Men drop the ball, period. But the problem now is there's a certain thing called overcorrection, to where now we're taking it to the point where single mom, she had to do it by herself. But I think we had a space to where men ready to come home. But it's hard to come home to an environment. Now we got to recalibrate this thing because women have developed themselves into something different. That's tough for a guy. You know what I'm saying? It's tough for a dude to feel masculine and all of these things.
And it's I can see that on both sides, but it is tough for a woman to be able to now have someone that wants to come in and be able to play the role, do the role, accept the role, and maintain the role. That is a big difference in today's society because it is different for us because we've had to be the emotional side, the discipline side. Yep. You know, we've had to be the provider, the caretaker. So it's a lot more to it than just coming in and just wanting to do that. Mm-hmm. And I kind of understand that for men, you know, just to be able to want to feel like, hey, what do I bring once you've established everything? But you can. Right. Because the load has been so heavy. Let me give you some of this to carry. Mm-hmm. You know, again, I think it's a conversation that you definitely need to have with a single woman or a single mom that has had to carry that load and not be afraid of it. Because there's little things that you could come in and make the difference. Mm-hmm. You know, I was watching something the other day that if you come to my house and you see the trash needs to be emptied, take it.
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm with it. She
was naggy though.
Those are the things.
She's right.
Those are the things that matter to a woman.
Of course.
That really does have it all together.
I just took my mom's trash out.
Exactly. So my thing is the same mentality that you would use with your mama, bring it over here to 10.
You're right.
That's me.
You're right.
But at the same time, most women feel that way. It's not almost, I don't want to say the hype of men just coming in and just, you know, throwing flowers at your feet. But, you know,
But you do know that comes with the balance. Everything shifts and moves.
It shifts and moves.
It's ebbs and flows, all of it. So at the end of the day, the same room that you're giving women,
wait, you men want it.
Got to give it to us too. Because
I get that because you want to feel appreciated.
It's been pushed on both sides. Through the years, as everything was happening, men were also being.
Yeah, y'all was stumped on, but y'all caused that.
We did. We helped cause it. We didn't do it by ourselves.
You didn't, but
we didn't do it by ourselves.
Some men didn't step up, didn't want to step up.
Quite a lot of men, but it's a lot of things that really help to add to that in society. Like a lot of things.
So, do you think now in this society is changing? Do you see?
Oh, it's getting worse. We leaning towards a whole like I said earlier, upside down. Like all of a sudden, and people don't take it serious. And this is where I do get a little aggy because people don't take serious what's happening today always impacts tomorrow.
Right.
We can't keep allowing things to fester they just kids. We were kids too.
Yeah.
Kids will be adults. And sometimes the correction piece has to happen. You got to say, and that ain't saying, I'm not looking at them in judgment or punishment or any of that. It's just like when you see somebody doing something that's adverse to you, it's not a positive look, it's not going to be positive. Well, no need to be afraid to say, hey, no. the chick on the video saying, I just want to have one night stands. I'm like, well, yeah, you young, but somebody grown need to say, hey, baby girl.
Right. Now that when I saw that, to me that's not
It's just not. We can't just say they just young.
No, I don't agree with this just being young. I really believe that there needs to be some guidance.
We got to do that.
Yeah, because you can't. I'm like that. I'm so hard on my nieces too. It's just like, listen, we don't carry ourselves that way,
right?
Especially with them being on social media the way they are and looking at, these superstars, these celebrities that in these relationships. Y'all, come on, this is not life.
Facts.
This is what reality looks like.
Facts.
So I agree with you on that. Like that's something that really needs to be addressed for our young men and our young women.
Absolutely. If I see it, I'm not going to tell a guy that's about to join a gang, oh, he just young. No.
Yeah. The mentorship.
I got to say, bro, that's not the right path. You know what I mean? You got to say that. You can't just say, oh, they just young, they're going to get over it. No. Sometimes you don't.
So is it okay for a woman to be single and be happy?
Yes.
That she's single?
Yes,
without having to feel like it's a curse.
It is, but
do you think
it's absolutely okay until she starts saying, I don't need no man. Until she starts saying that. I'm
never gonna say
when she starts saying
I don't need no man, because baby.
But here's the thing, like it's all just the logic. It's the thought process for me. It ain't the reality.
I don't think it's so much that we don't need men.
I know what it is. It's just the energy.
Yeah.
You feel the need to because
I think it's because when you think about it, we've done so much on our own.
There you go.
It's like,
yeah.
I
don't need no man. I don't did this.
But I ain't gonna lie. I like them. I like them.
Good.
I love them. I think they are so needed. And I think being protected.
Yeah.
I think, that's key. Me and you were having this conversation about that. Like, we're in a relationship together. We vibing. Things didn't work out between me and you.
Right.
I would want to make sure that you're protecting me.
Yeah.
To your friends, to your family. There's no, especially if we didn't end bad.
It's the way it should be,
I like that.
We ever had love for each, we got love for each other.
Keep me protected and keep me safe.
Facts.
That's why I like you. All right. The next one is, what values and qualities a female must have in order for you to make them your wife?
Ooh, my wife.
Not girlfriend, baby.
Wife.
Your wife.
Ooh, that's tough. Okay. So I think one of the first qualities that I would probably, for a wife, that I would probably look for would be, is she a nurturer? Right? Because for me, for example, I gotta, I still got, my son's not young. He's 14.
Yeah.
I need to know that she'll be a staple, a positive staple in
I get that.
in his life.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's first and foremost. I think a second quality would be her willingness to listen. Like I need somebody, because if we're building something together, I need it to be, and these are things that I've had problems with in the past.
Of a female listening?
It's like it goes to the same thing you just got finished talking about.
Wait. Wait.
It does.
Of a female listening to you?
Listening to me and just, you know what I mean? Like when a female develops those senses, like we said, because men have dropped the ball. I'm single. I've been doing this parenting thing for a long time. I've been doing this adult thing for a long time. So when you come together, at the end of the day, it's tough for women sometimes to relinquish that, just to let that go. You know what I mean? And be like, okay, this man, it's crazy because even I've had women that know, okay, this man's gonna guide me in the right direction. They still have a hard time based upon how they've recalibrated themselves before, based upon being a single mom. You know what I mean? Because it might be like this. If nothing else, I know how to be a man, right?
Right.
So you got a son. Like if you got a son,
mm-hmm.
you gotta, you know what I mean? Give me some room if we get to that space.
Okay.
To be able to
I agree with
It's
that.
it ain't always it's hard. Like
Especially if we're becoming as one.
right, and you can't tell no woman about their children.
Well,
You know that.
Yeah.
You can't tell no woman about nothing
But
about
I
her
do
children.
believe when you become one, that makes a difference. So you've got to be
In
able
marriage.
to have, yes. So again,
hmm
the values and qualities,
Mhm.
what are those for you?
She needs to, like I said, she needs to be able to nurture. She needs to
Nurture.
be able to listen. I like someone who's goal oriented, someone who can,
Okay.
because I need a helpmate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a creative.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, I need somebody that can believe. I need somebody that can pour into me, especially because you know, as you're a creator,
Yes.
you're a creative yourself.
Yes.
So you know what type of pressure it is and what you need to
Okay.
keep moving forward.
Right.
You know, so I need somebody that's going to always speak positivity in me and believe in me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Believe in what I'm trying to do ultimately. So she needs to believe in me. She needs to be a nurturer. She needs to, you know, that's a few things. That's core stuff. I don't have like this huge list because I'll be honest, I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm an energy guy.
So you go off base if you get together.
I don't know like this.
Okay, so that means to tell me you'll know like this, and that's why you're not married.
No,
You haven't found it.
I'll know like that whether or not it's even possible for us to move. Like, so for example, I can be in a club and you could be on the other side and I'll be like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? What's that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the type of person to chase. Like, I'm not in there just throwing up shots.
Oh yeah,
But if
I've seen you in the club, baby. You know I know.
Cooling,
Just
right?
Chilling.
Just chilling. But when I know something because I just, you know.
So again, you haven't met the one to be your wife yet.
I don't know. We'll leave it there. We can leave it there.
Hope that answers the question to some of what y'all have put in my inbox.
Stop.
I'm just saying. You heard it. You heard it. Because that was
maybe. I'll even change it to maybe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
To maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's good.
I don't know. Maybe.
No, but that's a great sign.
That's the answer.
That's a great sign. I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe that means you know that you are in a space that could qualify.
My DM don't be popping like that anyway, so we straight.
I mean, I'm not.
My DM don't be popping. We good.
As a man, how do you handle being rejected? I don't even know if this is a question for you because you've never been broke up on.
Yeah, it's really not a question, and I know it sounds arrogant.
Baby, it's very cocky and arrogant, but I mean,
but it's real. But it's real. I'm gonna tell you why.
So you've never been rejected?
Yes, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't remember like off the top of my head a time that I can't. We was probably in high school. It's been a long time.
No, I ain't talking about high school. I'm talking about in your adult life.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm very focused and targeted. So I take the shots that I already can see I'm gonna probably make. It's not like I just need that, but like I just said about being in the club, I don't care about just randomness in that way. Like I just need to be, hey, what's up? Like in the grocery store, hey, you shopping? I don't want to bother you. But if I feel something back, some energy back, and we vibing, I'm gonna take that shot because it's like, I might look at you 3 times, you know, just to see, like, she's still looking at me, and then I'll approach you, and then it's like, okay, what's up? And I'm gonna get rejected from that. You know what I mean? We already made the connection.
Let me give you a prime example of when I'm saying a form of rejection.
Okay,
like for me, I'm gonna use me because it's a true story of rejection. Was enjoying the company of a man.
Mm-hmm.
We were dating, but conversation came up about my life, how I work, my work ethics, how I live.
Oh,
that's what
you mean. Like,
yeah,
you in and
we're there, and he was like,
"I'll tell you about that.
I cannot deal with your life. Right. We went out a couple of times, and you know." When people see me, it's different. You know, it's like, oh my God, this lovely big O. Can I come and say, hey? Yeah. To me, I'm going to do that. I'm going to say, hey.
Right.
You know, unfortunately, I can't plan a weekend getaway unless I run it by my business manager because my life is not set up as a normal person to be able to say, you want to be romantic this weekend and do a boo vacation, big vacation.
Right.
I don't have that opportunity because I'm booked Friday through Sunday.
Mhm.
So I have to have my life planned out. His thing was, I don't want to live like that. And I don't want that because what he was wanting, he wanted a wife to go home. You can go to work, go home, come home, cook. Let's just be me and you, and let's do our thing. It's not so much. And he was like, I just can't deal with that. I don't like to be out in the limelight. I don't like that. So he was like, this is not going to work. I felt rejected because when you met me, I was on stage.
Right.
You were, oh my God, this is where I want to be.
Uh-huh.
But now that we into this thing and you see how my life really works is.
It didn't make the same sense anymore.
It didn't make it. It wasn't right. And I felt rejected. That's what I'm talking about is being rejected because you're into it now.
Mm-hmm.
They get with you and they're like, oh, but you said you've never been broke up with before.
I haven't. But to get into, you felt rejected.
Oh, it was rejection.
It wasn't rejection.
What was it?
You set the stipulation up for it just not to be. It wasn't rejection because it wasn't like, I don't like you. It wasn't like, it didn't fit.
Yeah.
It just didn't fit. But I'll give you an example of that, something similar like that happening with me. I was fresh out of a long-term relationship.
Okay.
And I met this young lady and we was kicking it. We was kicking it for about a month and a half or something like that. And this is around the time that Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man came out.
Yeah.
Right? And we just kicking it. So she comes to me. She goes to watch this movie. Comes to me and says, "Oh, what are we doing?"
Women do that. We want to know. We got to know. What are we doing?
What are we doing? I'm like, I mean, same thing we've been doing.
Oh, you gave that answer.
I didn't know what else to say. I mean, because for me, I'm a man. I'm a guy. It was routine. And I'm like, same thing we've been doing. And she was like, well, no, that's unacceptable at this point. And I need to know where this is going. And I'm like, so there came the ultimatum. And I don't do it. If you give me an ultimatum, regardless of what I want or may want, because you gave me an ultimatum, it's going to be adverse to what you want. I'm petty like that.
Yeah, that's big petty.
Petty like that.
So you didn't want to stay in it just to see?
Just because you tried to. Just because? You don't put no pressure on me.
The thing was, I didn't even for me, I didn't do pressure. It was a conversation.
For you.
And I mainly said, I'm not willing to give up who I am.
Right.
For a space of where you want me to be.
I wasn't either.
That's fair. That's fair.
I wasn't willing to give up who I was.
That's
for
fair.
What she wanted.
Okay. So you're
8 months later, she was married.
Oh, so she had somebody else in the wing.
Nah, maybe, but at the same time, she knew what she wanted.
So do you believe that? Do you believe it? Love at first sight.
I've had it.
You had love at first sight.
Yeah.
Were you falling in love at first sight?
Yeah, where I fell in love. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do you think a man knows within a certain amount of time if he is going to wife?
He knows if there's the possibility there for it, for sure. He knows that in a quick amount of time, he knows.
Because I'm just saying, it's been people that's been in long relationships. It's 6 years, 20 years, never been married.
Right.
And
those people are just, and if it's on the man, and usually it's because a man has to propose and all that good stuff. And usually if a man proposes, especially if he's been with somebody for years, they're gonna say yes. But here's the thing: if a man doesn't do that within a certain time, that's not about her. That's about his ignorance for marriage.
So how long are you gonna date before you maybe or maybe not?
At this point, I don't like. At this point, I don't know.
I'm getting the answers for you, ladies. Hold tight.
At this point, I don't know for sure, but I can say that the ignorance of marriage, which is that's a lot of guys, we don't understand marriage coming up. We never seen it. Nobody ever talked to us about it. You know what I mean? It's just like
but you are learning.
But that's what I'm saying. So I'm no longer
learning about it.
Ignorant. But I'm 40 plus, and I'm learning about it. So it's a curve for
Okay.
me. So at the end of the day, it's like, I know I'm in a better space than I was yesterday about marriage. You know what I mean?
The thing that's funny to hear you say that about men not learning, because y'all take no time learning about the sexual part.
Yeah,
But y'all
yeah, we get
take
into
that
early.
time about
But it's
learning how to
taught.
marry somebody.
It's taught early.
It's taught. It's taught early.
That's what's pushed.
Sex.
Yes.
Okay,
I got
I
thrown off
can
the
agree
porch.
with
I got
that.
thrown off the porch young, like you got uncles and stuff like that. It's masculine for
Yeah,
us.
that's true.
It's you know what I mean?
But for the marriage part, it just seems like it takes you guys so long, even for ones that have seen marriage.
Mhm. It does, but that's ignorance. That's like we don't understand it. We, a lot of times,
Now I've heard men say it's just a piece of paper, and that
I mean,
as
I
long as
believe
I'm
that
here
for a
with
long
you,
time.
I'm just as long as I'm with you.
I believe that for a long time, but I've been given enough information to kind of
understand
Yeah,
what
like-
what is.
and not even that I understand. It's just I have to consider,
Yeah,
what people are saying.
what I will not do, I will not date someone for a long period of time because you will not have me in the obituary as your special friend. I will not be.
You know what's crazy about that?
Yeah, because
That's
I'm
hilarious.
here to tell you on your podcast here.
Only
Man
y'all
Cave.
though. Only y'all.
I will not be in the obituary as a special friend.
Why don't guys? We don't care about why we don't care
Y'all
about
don't
that.
care.
Why we don't care about? We don't
Because
care
y'all
about.
dead.
No.
Y'all gone.
I'm talking about.
Y'all out of here.
I'm talking about the opposite. So think about it. A guy ain't thinking about like you. There is never any drama if that was the case.
Well, and this is what I will say. For me, it goes deeper than just being a special friend. And I'm talking about insurance. I'm talking about
Right.
we living together. We
But
these
men
houses and
don't-
these cars.
Why we
Y'all
don't think about that?
I don't know why y'all don't, but y'all should really think about that.
Should we?
Yeah. If I leave here today and this stuff in my name, you get no parts of it.
Right. I don't want it.
It don't matter if you want it. It's
It
the
do
whole
matter.
principle of the fact
I
that
don't need it. Don't want it.
we've built this together. You mean to tell me we're in this house together?
You know why it's different for us?
Because y'all will get out once you bury me in the ground, 2 weeks later, y'all with somebody else on your arm. That's how.
That's what you think?
Oh, this what I know. I have been a part and I have seen it. You will put me in the ground.
We gonna build again.
Listen,
We're not afraid to build again.
Men are not designed to be alone. You were not birthed that
No,
way.
of
You
course
were
not.
not created that way.
No.
You were not.
No, I said
So the moment that we
Mhm.
are gone,
right.
2 weeks later, y'all probably got y'all pimp cane
I just
out
said it.
and your hat.
I haven't.
And you walking down the aisle in church, two-stepping.
I haven't
waiting
spent
on
a
the
whole
next
lot of
usher.
time out of. I said that. Like,
Yeah.
but and that's to your point. Like, we're not built to be alone, which is why we don't say things like, "I don't need no woman."
And y'all don't. I have never heard a man say
You
that.
ain't gonna ever hear it. And if you
Never.
do, he's stupid. He just saying it because y'all said it.
But I think that's something that you guys really need to think about.
We probably do, but we don't like naturally.
Yeah.
So that's why we don't take a lot of the consideration that y'all do when it comes to those things,
Mhm.
insurance, paperwork, and all these things.
Yes.
I need to know where the bodies is buried. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
Right.
I said something about that. I was like, because somebody said, well, you need to know all your passcodes in your phone. I'm like, we got Excel, Google Sheets for that. You can't get them on
But
phone.
I don't know about the passcodes and the phones. How that's gonna work.
Wait. Another time.
Okay,
Another
another
time,
time.
another
Let's go back to this. Okay, let's get a little hot and heavy.
Please.
A man is praised for having multiple women, but when a woman is talking about having multiple partners, she is mistreated and she's also called out of her name. Why is that?
It's just a double standard. It's just, and they exist, but it's a double standard. But men and women are different types of creatures. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We're different. Like, and there's a level of, unfortunately, start there. Lead with that.
Lead me, brother.
Unfortunately, there's a level of expectation as it pertains to that thing that's on women that isn't on men. Like, a homeboy of mine told me that, women were taught to kind of keep it away. And you know what I mean? Like at
Mhm.
early ages, and men were taught to go get it. That's just psychologically how it goes. So a man can be out here in the worst. When I tell you, be doing the worst. And, it's not even going to have that nowhere near the impact that when a woman does it.
So would you date a woman that's been more promiscuous?
I could. It would be tough going in for me.
Why? It's her past.
It is.
And you're her now.
It is. And that's why I say I could.
Oh,
Because
you could?
because I do understand that. It's tough on the local scene, I think, more so than anything.
Of dating on the local scene?
Like, say, for example, where you grew up,
okay.
where, you know what I mean? Everybody know everybody.
Everybody knows everybody. Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It's a little different when you...
Because you're like, you used to mess around with such and such.
Everywhere you go, you bumping into the buddy over here, and they looking at you crazy because
they now see you dating this individual.
Right. And you can still do it. It's not like, it ain't impossible, and I could do it. But it's a long shot for me to do it. You know what I mean? And
so you don't count bodies, is what you're saying, in relationships.
I try not to count bodies, but
do you ask? Is that a conversation that you bring up?
The question that I might ask would be, you know me, right?
I'm just wondering.
You know me. You know who I am. Is there anything I need to know, especially? That's really kind of what I'm like.
Know who I am.
You know what I mean? Is there anything I need to, like, for example, I mean, it's not that many degrees of separation between me and this person. So I don't want to hear about you being with the person that right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Got you.
So now if it's, because it's going to happen. You can't avoid it.
Yeah.
So if it's, I don't even deal with dude. But if we like really cool and homeboys and stuff like that, that's tough. You know what I mean? Because now, if this the dude that I invite, like you said, to the cookouts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think it's a conversation, but you're uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, I am a little. Yep.
So if it's her ex, the family still loves him.
Mm-hmm.
The family think he's cool. They still invite him around. You're like, no.
The family invites her around?
Yeah,
who family?
Like if
her family invites him around. No.
It's a no?
No, I'm not, well, somebody ain't going.
It's an ex.
Somebody ain't going.
It's an ex.
Somebody can't come.
So you feel like that makes it complicated?
For me, it does. I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it absolutely makes it complicated.
It's her ex-husband, though. The father of
he
her
need
children.
To move on. Ex-husband need to go on and find him
the ex-husband, the
life.
father of her children.
They got their time.
They still have a bond with the family. You saying if we're exes, there's no reason why this ex should ever be invited to the family cookout.
You know what's oversold?
I'm just trying to make sure I'm understanding. I'm here for it.
You know what's oversold?
What's oversold?
Like even when two people have children together, right? You know what's oversold?
What?
We don't have to have birthday parties together with the families. I can have a birthday party for my son. You can have one for him too separately.
But that's the way people bond.
You know what's weird about that? Is we bring these families together and there's all this, often enough, there's all this tension. Because the two families might not even get along, and it's like it's uncomfortable.
So in other words, you saying bump them kids, bump that family.
Son,
I ain't gonna say what we really want to say. So is that what you saying? Like bump them kids and bump that family?
No,
I'm here for mine. You here for yours. Peace out.
I mean, if it brings us more peace, absolutely.
Okay, I can
it brings
get that.
more peace,
because I'm with that. If it is bringing you heartache, tension, stress, drama, and confusion.
We ain't doing that.
Exit to the stage
left.
We're
not doing that.
Okay. I'm with you. Let's get to these. Number 7. Does size matter?
Does it? Does it? Oh,
does size matter to you whether you're dating someone?
I asked you to be funny. Does it matter to y'all?
Listen to what I'm about to say because this got real good. Does size matter to you when it's plus size, thick, or natural?
I'll say this.
Okay, we're waiting.
The thing that matters the most to me is the energy of the person. Like, you can find attraction out of almost anything. Confidence that a person exudes, right? You know what I mean? How they carry themselves.
Yes.
Beauty is beauty at the end of the day, no matter what size. You know what I mean? So for me personally, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If I feel you, then I feel. I've dated across the board personally. Have you
dated outside your race?
No. Well, I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I did try it.
What do you think about dating outside of your race?
It just wasn't for me at the time, but I think I could try it again. And you know what I mean? It's just at the time I was young when I tried it, so I wasn't mentally ready, but I don't have any issue with it. It's just, it hadn't worked for me.
Why is it so hard for Black men to see Black women date outside their race?
Is it?
It is.
It ain't. I'll tell you what may be hard to see if it's like, for example, what I see on TV a lot of times, and I hate this. Like and this is just maybe this is my optics. You very rarely see us together. They split. It's like we getting split up. You know what I mean? Like if it's, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Black woman, white guy, or black guy, white woman. It's just never us. You know what I mean? Like I don't know why they don't show more of us, because we date each other predominantly at the end of the day. But I don't have any issue with it. I personally don't have any issue with it. Would I do it if it's comfortable? Because I don't really see all of that stuff.
So you don't see size, you don't see color, you don't.
Oh yeah, yeah. With me,
yeah,
I'm an energy guy.
So the natural formations of bodies. There has been some speculation that you've put some things on social media about BBLs. What is your take on that?
It's just one rule of thumb.
What's wrong?
If it doesn't look natural, that's the problem. You know, enhancements, hey, do you? You know what I mean? Whatever you need to do.
Clear the air for all of you that thought he was real. I told you, got to talk to him. No. Communication is key. I had to make that clear.
Yeah.
Here's this question. We've talked about this before, but what can you bring to the table mean to you? And do you have a table?
Oh man, I bring so much to the table. I'm gonna bring my drive. Okay. I'm gonna bring my motivation, my inspiration, and the things that I've already accumulated. Of course, you know what I mean. I don't even get into that because to me that ain't as important as it is to build from wherever we are. So, but you need things. I'm gonna bring the positivity, the belief that we can. But I don't have a table, like as far as just be positive, be exciting, I don't care about what kind of car you drive. I ain't gonna say I don't care about your credit score, but I ain't got to know it. You know what I'm saying?
So walking into a relationship and establishing, that's a good thing that you brought up. Knowing someone's credit score or their lifestyle, that's not important for you. When you are being asked, what are you going to bring to the table? Because again, you're walking into a relationship where someone already has the table and the 4 chairs.
Right.
What could Southside Dre bring into that?
I'm a triple that. If that's your table, you talking about if it's her table, I'm gonna show you how to triple that. I'm gonna show you how to tenfold that. You know what I mean? You're
gonna show me how to build what's already
there between the both of us.
Between the both of us. Okay.
Between the both of us. I'm gonna bring what I got, you got what you got. We can combine that and we gonna build an empire. That's what we gonna do in my mind. That's what I believe. But you just gotta believe it. Somewhere's gonna work.
Sounds good. Friends with benefits. Does it work?
Temporarily. Yeah. Temporarily.
This is a question that is asked often. I don't believe friends with benefits work at all.
At all?
No, because I know that we say women are emotional, but men are emotional and have feelings too. And I know that we communicate at first. Yeah. Hey, you my boo thing. I'm your boo thing. Yeah. Let's establish it. But the more time you spend with that boo thing, you develop some form of relationship or feelings. Yeah. And it crosses the line.
It will.
Because eventually, if you're saying, okay, I'm in a relationship with such and such, but me and you gonna hook up. And when he get ready to call you, he be like, I'm ready to hook up, and you can't get free because you over
Salty.
here. It's a mess.
Salty, yeah.
So you are like,
as long as the people have an understanding and open-minded from the gate, and really you got to go into any of those situations knowing that there's an expiration. You know what I mean? Like like I've been in them situations. So
I was gonna say, have you ever been with friends with
I've been in them
benefits?
situations, but I always know that, and I'll always keep that line of communication open to say, you met somebody,
Things getting tight.
you know what I mean? You met somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You know what you mean? You ain't been out on no dates or nothing like that? Because we not all the way. And I know you still moving and shaking, you dating.
Yeah.
So have you met somebody special? You know what I'm saying?
So is that your reasoning why you don't think male and females can be friends?
That's that goes into it. Absolutely. Yep.
Mm.
Yep, absolutely. I just don't believe that, especially from the male perspective. We see y'all. We see y'all. No matter what, we see y'all. Y'all
Really?
might think it's just innocent as all get out, but in that head of his, and we are really good at playing that. We can play the long game with that one.
With friends with benefits?
No, just being friend, like the friendship thing.
I don't know.
We can play the long game.
I have those relationships.
You do now. I mean, but we still living.
So you tell me that my friends are probably somewhere thinking deep down.
No. They're not thinking about it.
Okay, then help me understand.
But at some point, at that foundation, if something was, if y'all was to go on a group cabin trip, all of y'all, you're hanging out. Look, in the mountains.
You gotta help me with those.
You're in the mountains. You're in the mountains. Just drink whatever y'all doing. You're having a great time. Maybe he, you know what I mean, having some, some hard times in a situation or something like that. Maybe you in that same situation. All it is it's perfect timing. That's life. Perfect timing. It's almost like, when atoms. It's perfect timing.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
You can.
I am. I'm gonna have to let you have that one.
Hey.
Because I have some of my best friends are males
Mm-hmm.
that are in happy, wonderful relationships.
I'm not saying it's not possible.
Yeah,
I'm not. But here's what I will say.
What will you say?
It is not possible to be clean, like you're saying, if that man, and all he needs is that man, is attracted to that woman friend of his. If he is if he sees her, at some point in his mind, man, we some different creatures. We won't say nothing. We won't say. We'll ride that thing all the way to the end, and as soon as that opportunity hit, we here.
Does age matter?
I'm not too old, not too young.
What's not too old, not too young?
Like, I don't want her old, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want them young. I need somebody I can relate to. You know what I mean? I can hold a conversation.
Some young people can relate. You don't think so? What's your age though?
I don't really know. I've never it's always been close to my age. You know what I mean? Close. I've probably gone higher than I've gone lower. I'll say that. So I'll be more willing to date a little older than I am dating younger.
I've enjoyed some Thundercats. Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
What's a Thundercat?
Well,
it's a young guy?
Yeah, nice.
You said it's different, but I can think it's different.
Why do you think it's different?
It's probably I can enjoy the experience of probably a little younger, but that's man, the energy.
I have had some of the most amazing Thundercats in my life.
You wilding right now.
Well, I'm just saying, some of the Thundercats I have inquired.
And the way you just said Thundercats is
Thundercats unite, honey. I'm just saying. What is I have had some of the best experience.
Okay.
And I'm just not talking about physical.
Okay.
But some of them are well established.
Yeah. You ain't the first person to tell me that.
Yeah, they're well established. They know where they're headed.
Mm-hmm.
They know where they want to go. And some of them just like, hey, I get with the right one. I just need guidance. And they're attracted to older women.
Okay. Well,
in that sense.
When I was young, I was too.
But not to say that it's, in the other experiences, it's been, lack because it's joyful.
Right.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I can honestly say that even in the romance area, it's been a plus.
Okay.
My struggle is with people my age and older because you men are so set in your ways and you have a hard time adjusting to listening, communicating, or even wanting to kind of like shift a little bit. And I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't really kind of understand that.
It sounds familiar. The difference, I believe, is that men on our end, some of us, because I know guys that love dating, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But me personally, and men probably like me, we don't give up. We stick in the grind in with we gonna make it work. We gonna figure it out. We gonna make it happen. Like with those right there in our vicinity, like those in our age group. We not because we deal with the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck in your ways, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We deal with the same stuff. So it's like
it's hard.
But I'd rather try to work that out than to deal with somebody that and maybe it's different with the women or the ladies on our side because man, it is. The conversation ain't even same. I mean, you know, you got, you know, FNF, Glorilla, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Should we skip over finances while dating?
Should we skip over it?
Yeah. Should we not even talk about it?
No, we got to talk about that.
Why is that?
Because we got to know where we stand and, you know what I mean? We got to build early because finances is really probably like the number one or number two cause of divorces. So pretty much going to be a cause of a breakup, you know what I mean? If it ain't right. You know, no romance without finance. That's been said all my life. So finances ain't right. It's going to cause some type of stress, always. It's going to cause some type of strife, pretty much always. Got to get that in order. You know what I'm saying? So be clear. Now, like I said, I ain't asking for your credit score or nothing like that.
Because I'm saying now, dating now it's a cash app world. I've even had it happen to me where men are asking for cash apps. And I'm just like,
don't do that.
Men do that for the 2000?
Don't do that.
So what is your take on that? Where a man will send and say, hey, do you mind sending me a cash app? And I'm like, and here,
my take is don't do it.
And I'm just talking about me. I think people have this thing of, oh, you lovely big you know, and I know you probably have gotten it too. So women have never asked you for cash app? Let's see.
Women, not in no like romantic way. It might be just some spontaneous person just, you know, DMing me like, hey, you know what I mean, I'm having a hard time, but not in no. If they have, I think they know better than to ask me. You know, my energy don't give off. I don't give off cash app.
I don't give off cash app either, but it's always somebody that's
but guys bold though. Guys is bold.
They are very bold, and I think it's so distasteful.
And all they got to see you look like you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's good. So because I look a certain way,
if you look like you got it,
it's okay for them.
It's not okay, but that's the opening.
That's crazy to me because I look like I take care of myself.
There you go. You take care of yourself. You got things going on in life. You know, you moving and shaking. They're like, she got some money. Let me see if I can get a little bit.
I think we as women have ruined men in a sense because we have allowed that to happen. Because I asked the question, I said, have women done that for you before?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah.
They will now. Now I will tell you what I have done.
What? Yeah. What have you done?
I've sent back some cash apps. Yeah.
So a woman has cashed out you, and you sent it back.
Absolutely.
Why?
I don't want that. I ain't asked for it. I don't know. I feel like I owe you something.
Why is it so hard so we dating?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so hard?
No, but we weren't.
I know, but I'm just saying, why is it that when we are dating, men and women, why is it so hard for a man to let a woman treat him out?
You know why?
No, I don't.
It just feels awkward. It does because a man that's just a man. We come out the box.
Yeah, but you guys want to feel appreciated.
We do, but in different ways than that. So, but here's the thing. On the opposite end of that spectrum, if a woman will never do that, that's also a problem. We want to feel it like an occasional time just to feel good about, oh, shoot, boom. But it can never be a situation where this is happening over, like, no, you're not going to feel comfortable as a man. If she's doing
I was interested in someone and we were kicking it. And for the life of me, I don't understand. Mm-hmm. So even me asking you, I still don't quite understand it. Mm-hmm. It was his birthday. I wanted to get it set up for him. I'm just that kind of woman.
Right.
It's your birthday. I'm finna have a massage therapist. I hired a private chef. You had your own hotel room. Right. I wanted to make sure that it was your day. You spent the day how you wanted it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that should have been cool.
They couldn't get it out of their mind.
You know, it's a pride thing.
That someone wanted to do that. And so again, your past relationship has now intervened over here.
Happens.
To me, that's a red flag, and I walked out.
Okay. You sound like me.
So you do one and done?
What was that? Like
one red flag.
I have. I mean, yeah, especially it's according to how red that flag is, you know what I mean? They're bright red and, fire red, and, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I could, if it's a bad flag, yeah, like I'm out of here. You see something, you know what I mean?
What qualities in a woman that you will not accept, or things up from a woman that you will just not accept? We know infidelity.
Abuse.
Any type of abuse.
Physical, verbal. I'm not doing it.
I don't understand physical abuse either. But that's, I've never been in that situation, so.
I have. Like, I've had to get out of, situation where, because, a lot of times.
You were abused by a woman?
Not really, but yeah, it started like that.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
I'm immediately, you know what I mean? But yeah, a woman might feel like that's her way of expressing herself, you know what I mean? And she feel like you can take it because you're a man, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I don't want to fight you. That's not what we're doing. Because I already know who's going to get the bad end of that anyway, so I'm not doing that.
Are you in touch with being emotional?
Absolutely.
You cry?
Yeah. Not as much as I need to.
You think crying is good for you?
Absolutely.
I do too.
Yeah.
It does something to me to see a man cry.
Bet.
I just like to see it.
I bet.
It feels cleansing.
I'm sure.
You don't think that make you?
I'm sure. But emotions, all of that stuff is like, if you watch the movie Wedding Crashers, and you can see how events that evoke emotion,
yeah.
It leads to, it's the same way you get into an argument and, make up, you know what I mean? So, yeah. But yes, I do cry. Like I said, not as much as I should, because I'm a man. So, it's hard. But at the same time.
But you're in touch with.
Absolutely. I gotta be.
You believe in being in touch with who you are, right?
Gotta be.
I think so too. Listen, this has been great. I have thoroughly enjoyed my time, and you've answered all the good questions, and
hey, this has been amazing for me.
I know it's been eye-opening, and I'm so glad that you allowed me to come and be a part, and so people can really see who Southside Dre is, because I think people look at you on Facebook as a different person, and they don't know that you're real cool and lax. Like, I enjoy you putting up statuses, because I like to see how you get women ruffled up. And you do that a lot, to the point where they want to throw their wigs and their shoes at you, because you shows out something terrible.
It's just about, I want to have a conversation. I want to bring us together.
And talking about the conversation, I forgot one question.
Please.
Monogamy, or do you believe in monogamy, and do you believe in the new form of relationships? I think it's called
polygamy.
Yes.
Polygamy.
Where there's
poly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't subscribe to polygamy. Yeah, I don't have anything against it, but for me personally, I don't think it's for me. I think, I'm a little bit more on the selfish side as it pertains to the person that I'm with. You know what I mean? And
so you believe in dating one person at a time?
Yeah.
No side pieces.
Things happen, but you know what I mean?
Ooh.
Just, things happen.
What you mean things happen? No, if you're dating one person, you're supposed to be dating one person.
That's right.
It's not a side.
Mistakes happen. But at the end of the day, yes, I believe that we should.
Southside Dre, so you believe that you can date one person and have a side chick?
I just said things happen.
Have you ever had a side chick?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
And you didn't feel anything about it?
Of course I felt something. I'm a moral guy, I feel. So I knew it wasn't right, and it bothers you. But,
but you kept going.
We're human.
So you're going to blame it on the fact that you're human? It's not right.
Have you never made a mistake?
It's not about a mistake.
It is.
It is not.
Everything is everything.
Now, when you're talking about
life
being
is
in a
lesson. Life is a lesson. You
but
live and you learn.
You have now said that you're in a relationship with this woman who you care for. You're getting in love. You mean to tell me?
I ain't saying. I plead the fifth.
Don't plead the fifth.
I'll plead the
now
fifth.
On the ManCave.
But I can say it's happened. It's probably happened for most guys. We've probably all been in a situation like that. But is it right? No, it's not right.
And then, again, it goes back to what you were saying. you have learned so many other things on how to do a relationship, but marriage is something that you would never learn. But you learn how to pick up a side chick.
I'll get the marriage.
I'm so sick of him already. I think I am.
Hey man, I appreciate you.
Listen, this has been absolutely the most fun I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
And to be able to get to communicate and to talk to you, it has been really eye-opening. And it is a pleasure. This whole setup in the living room. I mean, all that's missing is some fried chicken. I mean, you gave me a bougie cup, so I appreciate this bougie cup. But next time, have a girl a snack bag or something.
Yeah.
You need to have a little Cheetos or something. We're in the living room.
My bad.
We're in here with
I wanted to keep us focused.
all these people. I know how to stay focused with a bag of Cheetos.
I don't.
And then you gave me water. Then he bring me.
All you say is herbal tea.
As we on this Man Cave podcast, let me just say, I asked for some tea. He has yet to come
or
through.
Water.
Or water, I did.
And I didn't have any herbal tea, and I was rushing. You know.
Oh yeah, so Starbucks up the street, but let's neither here nor there.
My bad. I got you.
Yeah, but thank you all so very much for watching in and tuning in on Southside Dre Man Cave. Make sure that you share the podcast, watch the podcast,
absolutely,
rewatch it again. Tell your mama, your grandma, your cousins, and everybody about the wonderful Man Cave podcast with my friend, your friend, Southside Dre.